Good afternoon and welcome to Integrated Wellness Clinic. My name's Cassandra.
Hi, I'm April.
According to a recent sleep study, about 53% of Australians have some sort of health issue that impacts their sleep. So today we're talking about insomnia. So what is insomnia, April?
So insomnia is described or termed as just a persistent, usually it's really defined 4 weeks or more, difficulty either falling asleep or staying asleep. So usually insomnia is not something that's isolated on its own. It's associated as basically a symptom of an underlying medical condition or a psychological condition as well.
Great, okay.
Yeah.
So what health conditions can contribute towards insomnia?
So different health conditions, even lifestyle and things like that can all contribute to insomnia. So especially like a woman who is going through menopause and she's getting that shift in her hormones, that can, a side effect of that or a symptom of that can be difficulty falling to sleep, but also difficulty maintaining that sleep process there. So hormone shifts is a big one. Another thing as well is someone who's struggling with anxiety or depression, and that shift in neurotransmitter balance also can struggle a lot with insomnia. So for individuals out there that are experiencing depression or anxiety and do have that ongoing symptom of insomnia, it makes it really tricky because insomnia also affects those daytime activities and cognition, and can lead to things like extra fatigue and just fuzzy thinking and all of that. So for someone who is struggling with depression or anxiety, or really any shift in mood there, it's really important, along with dealing with any physical things, to get that extra care from psychologists. And that's something we do as well. Not only can we do testing for all of that, but we've also got that extra care with psychology as well. So another thing as well, obviously travelling through different time zones, things like that. Any shift
working,
shift work as well, or anything that creates imbalance with your circadian rhythm can also let your body not know when to switch off. And substance abuse, like having too much coffee, alcohol, high sugar diets can also contribute to not allowing your body know when to switch off.
And sleep is super important for that repair function of the body, isn't it?
Yeah, so your body really makes an effort to detox as well at night. So making sure you're getting that sleep is really important for just the restoration of your entire body. Really important. And for that, like you said, that mental awareness and clarity throughout the day.
You mentioned some testing that we could do. What sort of testing would you typically do for insomnia?
Yeah, so we can do a variety of testing here, and we can also refer out for things like sleep testing. Sleep apnea is definitely something that is linked with that insomnia, so we can refer out so they can get those sorts of tests. But sorts of tests that we would do as naturopaths is looking at what cortisol is doing throughout the day and that lead up to sleep, so we can get that tested. Definitely with any hormonal imbalances and things like that, we can get saliva tests and different tests done there. Thyroid also can play a role in insomnia, and that's where we can refer off to get blood tests or organise to have blood tests done here as well.
Fantastic. And what sort of things would you use to treat insomnia? Would you use herbs and...
Yeah, so we've got beautiful herbs that we can use that can really help relax the nervous system, but also help get that circadian rhythm back into balance. We can also help that as well with, once again, talking about neurotransmitters, balancing out those neurotransmitters through different amino acid compounds, and whatever deficiencies you have, we can specifically test for those neurotransmitter imbalances and then prescribe accordingly with that balance of herbs, amino acids, as well as diet. Diet's super important.
Yeah. As naturopaths, we love using diet and lifestyle to correct imbalances, but we also offer psychology here as well, which is fantastic when you mentioned working with anxiety and depression. What are some diet and lifestyle things that you, on a day-to-day basis, that people could incorporate to improve their sleep processes?
Yeah, so definitely an important one is making sure that you're balancing blood sugar throughout the day. So we don't want these big spikes in blood sugar and then these big plummets, especially just before bed. So having, your balanced meals, your good fats, your good proteins, your good carbohydrates, not your refined ones, throughout the day helps not only gives us the building blocks to make our neurotransmitters, but helps keep that blood sugar consistent. So as I mentioned before, protein's really important for that neurotransmitter balance. But getting out in the sunshine, getting out and exercising, getting good levels of serotonin. So serotonin is your neurotransmitter that is used to produce melatonin, which is your sleep hormone. So good ways of boosting that is having your good protein-rich foods, but also getting outside in the sunshine and having that physical activity through the day. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
And maybe cutting back on that screen time as well.
Yeah. So definitely good sleep hygiene, getting your body ready to wind down before bed. So putting a blue light filter on your phone. Your laptops have night sleep modes. So you're not getting that screen just before you're going to bed, getting all that light, so your brain still thinks it's got to keep going and working. Even sleeping in a room that doesn't have any lights on can really help your body know that it's time to relax and unwind. So we generally say like an hour before you go to bed, turn off the TV, put your phone away. If you want to read a book or something like that, but just really prepare your body so it knows to switch off, unwind, and be ready to go to bed.
Fantastic. Well, if there's anybody out there that's having difficulty with their sleep and having insomnia, please contact the clinic. We have 4 clinics here, one in Mooloolaba, which is where we are today. Then we've got one in Caloundra, one in Morningside, and also one on the Gold Coast. So please give us a call, and we'd be happy to help you with your sleep issues. Okay, great. Thank you. Bye.